Hi everyone. We are discussing cap and trade mechanism, and we would try to understand the cap and trade mechanism which is in place in European countries. Uh, a very beautiful figure which explains what is cap and what is trade is seen over here on the slide. Look at this, the dotted line over here. It is a cap. Cap means the limit, and it is the limit on emissions. So the line would reflect the emissions cap. So let us say that the government establish a emission cap or puts a limit on the amount of pollution that can be discharged. It could be discharged to a river if it is water pollution. It could be discharged into the air if it is air pollution. The government then distributes some permits. Permits means allowances, which is in a way permissions, which allows them to pollute up to a certain extent, right? So that is what is called as a permit. Permit means permission to pollute. So each permit represents the right to pollute a certain amount of pollution. Now, if a firm can reduce its pollution below this allotted limit, then it would have some excess of permits or it would have some unused permits, right? And if there is some firm which is unable to reduce the pollution, then it would have used permits which are more. So this creates a market for pollution permits, because then it is not simply a cap but it is also a trade. It allows a trade of the pollution permits. So that is cap and trade. You have put a cap and then you allow the trade of a pollution permit where the firms can buy the permit or sell the permit as need be to meet their cap, to meet their pollution targets. So let us say, as the figure shows, that there is a factory A and there is a factory B. So the factory A, let us say, can reduce its pollution, and factory B cannot reduce its pollution. And let us say that the government establishes a cap of 100 units of pollution, and it distributes about 100 pollution permits, each permit giving the holder the right to discharge one pollution per day. So if let us say the factory A is discharging only 50 permits for 50 units of pollution, so it means that it has now 50 unused permits, right? Unused permits. So it has some excess of permits which the factory A or enterprise A can sell. Okay, who would buy this? Obviously the factory B. Why factory B? Because the factory B cannot reduce its pollution, right? So the factory B is permitted to buy this emissions. In this scenario, the factory A can sell its unused 50 permits to factory B, and factory B can continue polluting, right? So the factory B can continue polluting because factory A can more efficiently reduce its pollution, and overall the total pollution would remain within the emission cap, right? So this is what is cap and trade. So by using this tradable permit system, the government can ensure that the pollution cap is met while allowing firms to determine the most cost effective way to reduce their pollution levels. And this, the claim, would promote economic efficiency, and simultaneously it would protect the environment. Okay, so the claim is that the cap and trade mechanism would effectively reduce the pollution and not harm the economy. That is what the case. So the famous, the most widely used cap and trade mechanism is in European Union, and it is called as a European Union's Emissions Trading System, in short EU ETS. It is one of the main tools with which the European Union hopes to combat the global warming to reduce its greenhouse gases. So, this European Union emission trading scheme is a cap and trade system, which means it sets an overall limit on the total volume of greenhouse gas emissions, and it also allows the trading of the allowances. So, which are the sectors which are covered under European Union emission trading scheme? So, around 10,000 industrial plants and power stations, as well as approximately 390 aircraft operators across the member countries of European Union. They are covered under European Union ETS scheme. Okay, so this is about introduction to cap and trade mechanism, which has been tried out in European Union countries. Thank you very much.